Okay,
Right.
all right. So this is July 30th, Wednesday, 2:04 p.m. I'm calling the Advisory Committee on Sustainability to order so we can proceed. So just let me finish up the couple of items here, routine stuff. So I don't see any public other than Shreya and Maya. Is there any public comment? No. Okay. We had the approval of last meeting minutes. Lauren's not here, so we're going to pass it over. And
She
then
says she
we,
can't log in.
what?
She said Lauren said she can't log in. I'm trying to forward the thing to her again.
The link should directly take her there. There is no special blocking her.
Okay. I'll just keep trying to send it to
Okay,
her.
that's fine. So yeah, we can continue on the third agenda item, which is the application for sustainable city. So Cliff, I'm going to let you give an update or comment or questions.
Yeah, so in 12, I'm still pretty confident we're going to get the points. I've been asked to upload an additional document or two showing that a committee is meeting and doing things. And among the things I've been told I can submit are an agenda and minutes.
Yep.
And those are definitely available. I'm still trying to get my hands on them. But I'm confident that within a week I should be able to do that. And that would then complete 2 parts of 12 that are interrelated. So that's kind of the main feedback that I have. Unless there's something that you're working on, Caroline, that I need to contribute to, I would love to excuse myself because I have some urgent business that I'm trying to take care of.
Oh, no, I don't have anything currently. If I do, I will, I may need your assistance with 1.1 when we get the survey results in, but I can reach out to you for that.
Well, I can confirm that your survey has been distributed by electronic mail because I received one. I
Good.
can also confirm that one has been replied or submitted, however you prefer to look at it, because I did it.
Good. And you thought the survey captured, thank you for looking at it before I submitted it. You thought it captured everything we needed to know,
I
pretty
think
much?
so. I think so. So as you know, and as has been part of the write-up, unfortunately or fortunately, as the case may be, a lot of my fellow senior citizens are not very attuned to using their computers. So the paper copies that you're having distributed will be very important. Those who do use the computer very often are a bit more independent, as I am so far, knock wood. And as a result, already going to the swap shop. But that's information you need. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I just emailed my contact at Home and Darien today to see when the actual paper survey will be distributed at the senior center and if I can help. I'm hoping that that will be done. He said that it shouldn't be a problem, but I haven't heard confirmation. So I'm following up on that. I agree. I think doing, a lot of people, I agree with everything that you said about a lot of people who tend to take the online survey may be independent and able to use a swap shop already. I think getting that face to face with the people who may not open an email would be important. So I'm hoping that we can do that.
If you want those, if you need those surveys to be administered at the senior center this weekend, or this week, I think I might be able to help. I'm pretty sure I could, at least at part of the time.
Okay.
We have guests from France all of next week, and so I will not be free to do that then.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what we had talked about, what I had discussed with my contact at Home and Darien is going in at lunchtime and literally just like handing a survey to people and then collecting them on the way out to make sure that, you know, they get done, as opposed to leaving a stack at the desk and hoping that people see them and pick them up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
And in addition to the senior center, if you don't get enough there, there's that senior residence on the post road that I went to, and I just would
The
catch
Royal.
people. Yeah, I
Mhm.
just catch people in the hallway there. And they were
Okay.
usually very accommodating. It's a very quick survey, as you would want it to be, even though
Right.
I think it touches all the things you need to touch.
Right. Yeah. It's just 4 questions. And that's, you know, we designed it that way just so that people would be more likely to do it.
Right.
So yeah. So when I hear back from him, I will let you know if I need your help with it.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
My pleasure. Mohan, do you have anything else for me?
No, all set, Cliff. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. And Maya and Shreya, thank you so much for the help you've been giving me. I feel like your guidance has been clear and timely, and it's made things much more manageable for me. So thank you.
Thank you. We're happy to help.
Okay, with that, I wish you a good continuation of the meeting and a lovely day. Bye,
Bye,
folks.
Cliff. See ya.
Bye, Cliff. Thank you. Mohan, I'm getting messages from Lauren that she has the the link, but the link isn't working, and she says she can't get in. So I don't know what to suggest.
So
The link also wasn't working for me, but I went in through Teams and I went to like the calendar of Teams and I clicked what was it? What did I click? Because I had the same issue.
it's a join button.
No, there wasn't a join button. It was through, I think I went through like I'm on my computer and it was like kind of looked like a FaceTime or a video icon and I clicked that
Okay.
and then I went through there.
So the link, yeah, right. So if she go into the calendar, there are two things, right? There is let me just show you, Lauren. Sorry, Caroline. We can see if we can advise her to look at this.
Okay.
If you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
If you go into the calendar and open up the meeting invite, actually clicking on this should bring you. If not, there is this see this here, microsoftteam.com. There's giant button. If she clicks on any of them, it's the same effect. It will bring
Okay.
help. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to.
She says, I don't have any updates anyway, except waiting on responses from interns.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Maybe Maya and Shreya. Looks like Lauren is waiting for some updates from you. I don't know which ones, but.
So I have a question for our fellows. So everything that's marked as approved, as completed in the application, are those actions that you have reviewed and you think that we have met the requirements? I know for the ones that I've done, I always send them to you and ask you to look at them, and I don't mark them as completed until I have your assurance that we've met the requirements. But there are others that are marked as complete, and I don't know if you've reviewed them or not. I don't know if everyone does the same thing.
Well, I know if you send me something and I look over it, I'll go mark it complete because once it's marked complete, then it's like the reviewer will go look at it. I think the already completed items that we haven't touched, like marked complete, they could have been from your last certification.
But those wouldn't have been marked as complete. Those would be planned.
Approved. Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the current application, any from last time that we were planning to do again, we would have marked as planned. And then someone will go in and do the action. I'm just not sure, because we have so many new people on the committee, if everyone is following the same protocol and sending it to you first to look at before they mark it as complete, or if they just upload what they think completes the action and they're like, oh, okay, I did everything I was supposed to, and they mark it as complete. That's what I'm not sure of. I mean, what I can do is I can send you an email with the ones that I'm not sure about.
That would be good.
Okay.
Because usually what happens is if any of you I send it to us, we'll go through, we'll look through it, we'll see if it applies, if there's any like nuances that we're not sure of, we'll go send it to Dorothy, and we'll check if it works or not, and we'll get back to you, and then we'll get what we need, make sure it's good, and then we'll mark it complete. But if there's things that we don't know about, like we can go through and look through it.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, I still have, I think I don't think you were on this call last time, but what I was doing was going through and trying to just make sure that we had something where I was assured that we would get credit in every one of the categories. Now I'm going back and I'm doing backfilling and I'm doing other actions that are supplementary to those categories. So I still have quite a few to do. I just, I wanted to make sure that we had an application before I started spending more time on, the ones. But I mean, how does it look to you, the application? I mean, does it look, do we look like we're in pretty good shape? I mean, it's due in just 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can go ahead and answer this. So yesterday, I looked at your application and I looked at 2 factors, which were your approved points and your completed actions, that the actions that have been marked complete. So that has gotten you 400 points. So I heard from Summer that you are going for the silver certification. Is that correct?
We're hoping to, yes.
Okay. So silver requires 500 points. So then I looked at how many points were from your planned actions, and as of yesterday, it was 265. So once those planned actions are completed, then you'll have 665, and that will meet the point requirement for the silver certification. And then you'll still need the 3 equity toolkits.
Right. I mean, we have 1 equity toolkit that's carried over from last time.
Yeah.
The one about the senior, the cultural assets, the one that Cliff did last time that you just needed me to put in to the dates and to show that it was within the look back period. So that one carried over, that one's done. I just have to, I don't want to mark it as complete because we're hoping to have at least 2 other actions in that category. The one that I'm working on for the swap shop and the seniors, it's going to be really, really tight, and we may not have the action implemented, but if we have the action approved, will that count?
We can check with Kate, who's the equity specialist, and she can also pre-approve those equity toolkits as well.
Okay. Because it, just logistically, it may take a little bit of time to get it actually implemented, but it would be approved. Like I would be able to fill out the equity toolkit. It just may be that the seniors may not actually have availed themselves of the opportunity to visit the swap shop at that point, but the plan will be in place. And I can also, yeah.
Oh, sorry. With that then, because a portion of the equity toolkit is how like the targeted group has like gone to this program. Because it can't just be like the program is done, but we really have to see how these people have used this program.
Okay, yeah. So as a result, because this one the timing is very tricky, we're exploring a 4th toolkit that Suman is working on. And I think, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it. I think.
Caroline, if I may, if I've seen the email, Summer has looked at it and asked Suman to put it into 13.1. So my question is, Maya, Shreya, is that something you guys can do? Because Suman is not, she's traveling somewhere. Do you have enough in the material she has submitted, which can go into as a equity toolkit for this particular action?
For the items submitted for 13.1 or
Right. So Suman had submitted it for equity toolkit. I think someone has come back and said, because 13.1 is a catch all, you can put it in there versus wherever the 1.2, whatever. So that's, I think she has said that. There's an email. If you guys can take a look at it, and because Suman has submitted the material, you can look at it and ask either what else you need or is it good enough, etc. That would be useful, or you can upload it. That would be even better because Suman's not.
So
Suman's
wait,
off, yeah.
if I understand, Mohan, I haven't seen the email yet that you're referring to, but are you saying that 13.1 would be the corresponding action that the equity toolkit would apply to, or did
Let
someone?
me share the screen. I'm read this for you, so that's why we're on the same page. So Suman sent out the material and responded to Summer, and I think Maya and Shelly were also included. So here is what Summer came back. Summer said basically, thank you for sending this over. This is an amazing initiative. In terms of action alignment, I recommend submitting this into action 13.1, which is sort of our catch-all action where initiatives that do not have alignment with another action can earn credit. We defer to our reviewers to determine how many points this initiative will earn under 13.1, but it should be submitted for credit under 13.1. Please let me know. This is what she has said.
Okay, that's great. So it sounds like she thinks the equity toolkit can be completed, but to have the aligning action, it's probably easier to put it in 13.1 instead of trying to shoehorn it into one of the other existing actions.
Correct.
Which is what we did this last time as well, and in 2019 for our equity toolkits.
So, and here is the information sent by Suman, right? So she has sent out the write-up here. This is the email. And she has also submitted all the attachments. My question was, since she's not here, it is something Maya or Shay, you guys can upload and then look at it, ask us what else is needed. If more is needed, talk to Summer.
we can definitely send it over to Kate and Dorothy to have it pre-approved because they like pre-approve the equity toolkit and then so we can definitely forward it to them.
Wonderful.
So and what you're saying is that they will make sure that it has all the relevant pieces, and then Suman when she gets back can put it into the tool, do the narrative for the toolkit. Am I understanding correctly?
Right. Yeah. Like they'll provide feedback, what you need to add. If it looks good to go, then that's the green light.
Yeah, even the narrative, the whole like equity toolkit, like the idea, like first if you want to send the idea over, they'll approve it. And then once you write up the entire equity toolkit, we will send it to them and they will look at it. Jessica will look at it. Everyone will look at it. It'll take a little bit of time for sure, but they will get back to you and say, this is good. Or if there's something that needs to be improved, they will be like, okay, just fix this, this, and this. Make sure what timeline matches, stuff like that. And then it should be all good.
But I think what Mohan is asking is if they can review it before she does the write-up before she actually puts it into the equity.
Yeah, they can do both.
Both before and after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of other, I don't want to, take up everyone's time here, but I mean, there are two actions where I think we can get some points, but like, I just need a little bit of clarification on what is being looked for, but I can email you about those. Well, I can ask you one of them right now. One of them is train municipal representatives. I don't understand what's actually being asked for in the first one. Can you pull up the application, Mohan, so we can read it? Because it's the wording of it is a little bit confusing.
Yeah, let me do that.
It's 8.3.
Okay. Municipal dashboard, update application. 8.3, you said? Okay, let's go to 8. Let's share the screen. Give me a second.
Okay, so go into 8.3, train municipal representatives, and it's the first one. So go up to where, go back up a little bit. So what we did last time, the action has completely changed. So go up to where it says, go up. Yep, where it says train municipal representative action submission. Can you click on that? Okay, now go down to 1. It says train.
Yep.
Okay, train members of your land use commission to at regularly scheduled or special meetings of the commission as listed below. The training must have taken place in the last 3 years. So it sounds like, based on what is being listed below, that the commission has to do some type of educational training, or is it a training that they themselves attend?
We can look into, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, it says CT success stories.
Mm-hmm.
And those are kind of examples of, yeah, there. Those are examples of the previous certification from other towns that show that they've completed this. Let me see.
Because if it is a case where members of the planning and zoning commission, for example, attended a training, we can get 5 points there, because I know that they several of them attended the it was the Connecticut Bar Association training. I attended it myself in earlier this year. But if it's something where they have to talk about at a meeting what the training involved, I don't know that we can meet that.
Well, if the training meets the requirements that are in those bullet points right below 8.3.1, then it should be good. If you go back to the
Go
description.
back, Mohan. Okay, scroll up. Okay, right there, right. The training must be provided to your municipal planning commission, zoning commission, combined planning and zoning. Okay, so yes, that box checks. Now this is what's confusing. The regularly scheduled or municipal meeting must be open to the public. I mean, what does that mean exactly? I mean, this is a training that our commissioners attended. It was a virtual training. It wasn't open to the public. I mean, the town had to register our commissioners. The town had to pay for our commissioners to attend. And then the training must total at least 1 hour of training each calendar year and may be provided during. It's just that what I'm saying is that what we're being asked to provide doesn't really coordinate with the ask above.
We can definitely ask Dorothy to clarify this action a little bit, and get back to you on what the specifics are. If you could send us the training information, we can definitely send that over to Dorothy and see if that aligns with the bullet points.
Okay. I mean, it's only 5 points, but I mean, every 5 points
every point counts, yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Right. And then Mohan, can you go to 9.5? I have a question about promote waste reduction and reuse. And then, okay. So go to 9.5 and okay.
Hold on 1 second. That is 9.5. Why am I not seeing 9?
I know there's like a delay when you go back to the application. I've noticed that. Okay, so promote waste reduction and reuse. Click on that one and then click on the requirements above. Keep going. Yep, that. Okay, so go down to number 3 and 4. So implement a campaign to promote recycling, composting, or food waste. My question is, we had an event, a training that was conducted by a member of this committee that addressed multiple things. It addressed, because one of them is educate people not to put things in single stream recycling that don't belong there. So it checked that box, but it also discussed waste in general. Like, it kind of covered like sort of a broad category of waste initiatives. Can that event be mentioned in 2 different subcategories?
Do you mean if you were to put it for 9.5.3 and another sub action as well?
Yes.
So it depends, because usually we don't really double count certain campaigns. There are very
Right.
specific like sub actions that will explicitly say this can double count. So if you're applying it to 9.3 or 9.5.3, then I believe it should only go there and cannot be applied to somewhere else.
Go up to number 2 there, Mohan, 9.3.2. Right, sponsor or host outreach or a program to educate residents and or business owners about waste contamination. So this event checks that box. But then number 3 says implement a campaign to promote recycling, composting, or food waste prevention in your community. It also would count there. So you're saying I need to pick one or the other. I can't use it in both of them.
So you're saying that this event is sort of like an umbrella event and had both of those
Yes.
in one. Usually it's very strict about which you can double count.
But it's not the same. Yeah.
I feel like if you were to do it, you could frame it in different ways.
Yeah.
Either frame it
Okay.
as it so it meets the action. It could be the same thing, I guess, but frame it towards the actions. Like, make them separate. But or if you can't use them for 2 actions, I would just pick the one with more points.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The other thing is, with regard to number 3, is it was only one. There were other events and other events that I was going to include there. So it really only would have been one of several events, because we're talking about a quote unquote campaign. So that's more than just one thing. That's kind of like, multiple things, social media, events, different things. So it was only going to be one day, one piece of information there. Whereas in the other one above for number 2, it was the main thing.
So
But I see what you're saying. You're saying to take the elements of it that pertain to 2 and highlight them there, and take the elements of 3 that it highlights in 3 and put them there. I mean, I think because it was, like you said, sort of like an umbrella event in terms of topic, I think it should count in both. But
Yeah,
it's not like
Caroline, the way I also think about it, right? Depends on what an event is. For example, you could count each event an hour each, versus if you ran the thing for 3 hours because it was most effective, it would be the same thing. To me, it should count. I think, as Shreya said, if we can pick the elements, quantify them, and put for each actions and see what they come back with.
And
That's a
actually,
better
I
way.
do have, from the person who conducted it, I do have
Right.
her PowerPoint deck, so I
Right.
can include relevant slides.
Yeah.
Okay. So those were the 2 that I had a little bit of confusion on. I think otherwise I'm in pretty good shape. Like I said, it's just going to be really tight with the toolkit that I'm doing. just because I don't know if we're going to be able to get it implemented in time and have feedback.
Has Amanda given any additional update, Caroline, on the tool? Because we are relying on that toolkit also, right? We need 3. Assuming one's done, Suman's will be done. We need one of yours or Amanda's. So
I think it's more likely that Amanda's will be done. I think
okay.
Amanda's, she's been working so hard on this, and
Okay.
It's really just finding the action that it aligns with. And I think, again, there's so many emails, I can't remember who this email was from. It might have been from Maya and Shreya, but it was suggested that it align with something in one of the sustainability events, which would make it a lot easier, because then she doesn't have to complete a whole new action to align it with.
Okay. All right. So let's see how that goes. And then the only other thing I would say, Caroline, is that if we, for example, if Amanda needs help, and then if if we can complete 3 action items anyway, my question would be, should we focus on Amanda's thing versus continuing with the 4 different items, the 4th item? You know what I mean? If you're running for capacity issues, should we just focus on 3, get them done? The 4th one is optional. We'll do it if time permits, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to try to get the 3
Yeah.
equity toolkits done, because otherwise, I mean, we might have a surplus of points for silver, but if we don't have 3 equity toolkits, then we don't get silver.
Yeah.
You know, it's better to have fewer points,
Yeah,
but still meet the bar for silver, but we need those 3 equity toolkits.
Well, that was my question, because we do have surplus points. Should we simply pause whatever you are doing and help Amanda if she needs help to get it through, so that once it's done, then we're good. Then we can worry about everything else. Even more points.
You mean my time?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
some of the ones that we don't have surplus points yet. We only have 400
for
points.
For the plan. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So I think once we get above 500 points, then yes, I think we need to really, but we don't get silver if we don't have 500 points that count.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get through the planned ones then, and then certainly you let me know if you need any help. I'm out starting this week. I'm heading out to Dallas tomorrow, so I'll be back Monday. So yeah.
Okay.
And then
Amanda is away this week. She'll be back this weekend, and we are going to be talking this weekend.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and there are a couple little things I might need your help with.
Anything I can do with, that's fine. So yeah, you're running and full speed, so I can always lend a hand. Okay.
A lot of time. There were a couple of actions that I haven't even marked as complete yet, because there's still a couple little things, but they were, for me anyway, they were very technical, and they took a lot of time to try to find like the relevant, Yeah. So
that's fine. The way I did with Suman, I can do research and send you information, etc. I think Caroline is frozen. Can you guys hear me? Maya, Shreya? Okay. Okay. Well, let's see if Caroline comes back. Give her a second. Okay. Looks like we lost Caroline. Thank you, Maya and Shreya. I will let her know that we ended the call. So, and then, so the only thing I would say is 2 things, right? So one is for Suman's email. If you guys can take a look and send it for feedback, pre-approval, whatever, so that we can progress that. And Lauren is saying, Lauren Rossi, so if you can check her emails, you have any where she's waiting for feedback, that would be great if you can circle back with her. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
day.
You too. Bye.